So there's a snapshot of what business and industry wants out of the budget, but will the Chancellor deliver? It is the crucial question, of course, so let's head back to Westminster. My colleague Joanna Gosling, who's there. Joanna.
Thank you, Ben. Well, not much longer to wait now. We are expecting actually the Chancellor to leave number 10, so we'll keep an eye on what's happening in Downing Street. Number 11, we'll expect to go back to Downing Street for his departure from number 11 shortly, and we'll keep an eye on those pictures. But let's talk more about those unemployment figures which have been released today, showing that it's now at its lowest level in nearly 7 years. We can take you through some of the main points, and they do show that unemployment fell by 102,000 in the months between November and January, which means that there are now 1.86 million people out of work in the UK, and that leaves the unemployment rate unchanged at 5.7%. Well, with me to discuss more about the figures and what might be in the budget is businesswoman and entrepreneur Darshana Ubl. What are you hoping to hear from the Chancellor today?
Small business in this country means big business. We have 5.2 million small businesses that combined turnover is 1.2 trillion pounds in revenue. What small businesses need is stability and security. What they really want is lower taxes and abolishment of business rate.
And what difference would that make? I mean, over the past few years, we have seen the self-employed growing, and that's been part of the drop in unemployment. There does seem to be more of a move towards entrepreneurship in this country.
Absolutely. There have been a huge amount of people who are now self-employed. In fact, in the private sector, 79% of jobs are created by small businesses. So if you look at it in terms of business rate, if the business rate is abolished, first of all, it's a very old tax. It goes back all the way to 400 years. Secondly, it's very unfair because a high street retail shop cannot compete with online retailers in terms of pricing, because online retail stores like Amazon and other businesses don't have the business tax. And it's unfair mainly because even before you get £1 of revenue from your business, you have to actually pay a business tax. So if the government actually abolishes that, what's going to happen is small businesses on the high street will have more competitive rates, and more people will think about starting their own shop, their own retail stores, and create more jobs.
Oh, we do have falling unemployment in this country. Of course, we've got the new unemployment figures out today, which continue the record numbers of people in employment, but productivity is not growing at the same rate. Actually, while we just stay here, let's just have a look at the door of number 11 there, the Chancellor and his Treasury team holding aloft the red briefcase as he stands next to Danny Alexander. They will head to the Commons to deliver that coalition budget statement just weeks away from a general election. And this is a coalition budget, but George Osborne will be hoping for the Tories that it gives the party a boost just weeks away from the general election. The polls showing the Tories and Labour neck and neck in the opinion polls. Let's go to our assistant political editor, Norman Smith, while we continue to look at those pictures at number 11.